Today was one of our best weather days, though it was chilly and windy. There was very little support on the route we took, but that might be different in warmer temperatures. Thankfully, we had ponies, puppies, and Highland cattle to cheer us on. For much of the day, we followed a straight path. We started tired from a long push on day 3, but an amazing breakfast at the Bull Hotel, with its fascinating World War I and II memorabilia, fueled us up for the miles to come.
Good morning, day 4 of our Pilgrims Way, Camino Ingles. We are leaving Wrotham at about a little before 9 in the morning. We got up, had the full English breakfast, which was included in our room. And I think, Molly ate the whole thing.
I did not eat all the sauce.
And then we wandered around the town of Wrotham, which was really neat. And now we are on our way. We think it's about 13 today. 13 miles, 20 kilometers. So the wind is really whipping today. But we are fairly protected. There hasn't been a single car on this road today. It's Monday morning, so maybe it's just that the country roads are not as busy as they were yesterday. We were on a road like this and it was super busy with traffic. It felt life-threatening. Today, this is just calm and idyllic. So, what a difference a day makes. We just saw our first Highland cattle of the trip. Yeah, it's amazing the thrill you get out of seeing a long-haired cow. But, yeah, we're pretty darn excited about it. So this area we're walking through is called the Kent Downs. It is designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty. We would agree. Navigation along the Pilgrims Way has been very complicated. Pablo found an app that we've been using, but I'm gonna say so far there have been 100 navigation decisions a day. You have to have some sort of navigation plan. We're tracking the whole walk on Strava. Today's our 4th day of walking. Collectively, among the 3 of us, we don't have any blisters. But, our feet are still tired. Hey, puppy! Good morning, pretty girl. Good morning. Pretty dog.
Very muddy.
Yes, I can see how she would be.
We're all very muddy.
The tree, you have a path around the tree. We're taking different approaches through this mess. This is where the balance beam pays off. What is not a problem through here is the hardness of the surface. So we've gotten off the muddy path now and we're on a little road. This little tan building right here says that it's the Pilgrim House. We've been about 4 miles. We are on a path that Pablo downloaded from the internet that has been helpful to navigate us to this point. But today there are a lot of historical cities down in the valley down there, and we are walking about a half a mile or a little bit more up above them at the top of this crest. So we're missing all the history. And a big part of why we're here on this particular route was to kind of learn and enjoy the history of the pilgrimage route from London to Canterbury. And the history's down in that valley and we're walking up here. It's beautiful in the woods, but we're missing that. We have gone 5.8 miles. We're still continuing along this trail. Pilgrims Way. Sure. Yeah. We are now entering Upper Halling. Looks like kind of this little area, kind of a residential suburban area. We're walking now from Upper Halling, where there wasn't anything to see, eat, or drink, down to Halling. We're hoping Halling has a cool pub because it's about noon and we're ready for some lunch and a drink. Making our way through Halling now. That looks old and very different from the churches we've been seeing. So no luck on the Five Bells pub. It's closed, even though we went in. Isn't going to open till 4 because with the weather's bad, they're not open. We're just going to take a quick look at the St. John the Baptist Church here, which is really beautiful. That looked like the only historic restaurant in town, and he's not open until 4. It's 12. We're hungry. So we're off to find the Costa Coffee. We had our choice between Costa and McDonald's and went with Costa, which was good because we needed a big coffee. Now we're walking over a busy bridge. We think we have about 4 miles this afternoon to the Priory in Aylesford. We just crossed that bridge. That may be the strongest wind I've ever been in.
I think it was trying to blow me over.
Yeah.
And it was very nearly succeeding.
Yeah, it was literally moving our bodies.
I feel like if I was 10 pounds lighter, I might have blown away.
Yeah. This is to give you a feel for how windy it is. We're coming up on Wrotham with St. Mary's Church.
It's a redundant Anglican church.
Oh. So beautiful. They have evidence that this area has been occupied. It was occupied between 3500 and 3800 BC. Also in AD 43 by the Romans. And then ever since. This is how you make a teenage girl happy. Well, also walking across England, but...
Also that.
Yeah. It says historic church open. So we're going to see if that's actually true.
We finally found one of these old churches that's open. You can see the inside. This church is part of the Historic Trust of Britain. It's St. Mary's in Wrotham. And we don't know exactly how old it is, but the graves in here are from the 1700s. We're signing the registry, and we can confirm we are not the first people to visit this church today. Molly's digging for some coins to donate.
Well, that was nice. That's the first one of the old churches along the way that we've been able to go in. And I'm really glad we were able to. Hello! Hey, puppies! You look like popcorn. Hey, guys!
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
You are sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh. I took that little side route and Molly went on the edge and we both made it dry.
One of us almost fell and one of us
I almost fell when I came back down from the path onto the spot. It was very slippery. Watch out when you come back onto the thing, it's very slippery there. So we understand that this path is going to basically take us to the priory. Tonight we're staying at a priory that belongs to the friars. Kind of some marshy areas out here. Along where we're walking. We believe we are arriving at the priory.
In 1242, the Carmelites founded the Aylesford Priory after arriving in England from Mount Carmel in the Holy Land. The Carmelites were forced out of England in 1538 during the English Reformation, but they reclaimed this site in 1949. It had been used as a private house for a few hundred years, then as housing for soldiers during World War II, so it needed serious repairs to get back to its former glory. Nowadays, it is used as a religious retreat and lodging for pilgrims. This was hands down the most interesting place we stayed, even if it was a little bit creepy to be the only people staying in an old priory. You don't get to stay in a place like this every day, but we are really glad we stayed there.
They typically offer a group pilgrim dinner at the priory, but since we were the only ones staying there, they didn't. So we walked into Aylesford for a great dinner in this charming medieval riverside village.
We had to leave the priory for dinner, which we're glad we did. Aylesford was a beautiful, lovely little town. But now we're walking back to the priory and the gate is going to be closed. And we're kind of nervous that we won't be able to get in and we're going to have to spend the night out here. And also somebody right there didn't bring her jacket because you know what? She's a teenager and she didn't need it. Is this their excellent security? Well, I appreciate it anyway. I love how here all the doors are miniature. Like for a hobbit.
Yes, for scale. I'm 5'3". Yes, 5'3".
Molly likes the sound of that.
Here's our room at the priory. Out here we have beds for two. And then in this area we have one more bed and a bathroom. It's beautiful. Look at the walls. So this is our third night in a row. We've stayed in places where the floors and the walls and everything, nothing is straight. We just love it. This is the guest lounge at the priory. These stairs are not for large-footed people. Because it is a little haunted feeling up here.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, I'm glad I'm not alone.
This was a nice day overall, but Aylesford and the Priory were definitely the highlights. Exploring the Priory at night was a lot of fun, even if it was pretty spooky. The Priory's library was full to the bursting with beautiful old books and Bibles. The strange proportions of the doors and stairs fit my mom and I just right, which was a lot of fun too. We went to bed exhausted, but very ready for our breakfast in the Pilgrim Hall the next morning. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.